Here's John Bale and Lydia Bale. Here's John Bale and Lydia Bale. He among other things, wrote newspaper articles about their log cabin journey of him and his parents and David Bale and the rest of them. He wrote in several papers and told all about the log cabin, about the covered wagon journey from New Jersey to Ohio. He's the grandson of James Bale and a brother of David Bale.
We're related to Smothers family. Over there. Smothers Road, of course, down the Westfield.
Oh yeah, well, Smothers Road goes over to where the Purdues are buried too. There's the Patterson family. They lived across Allen Creek from the Hurlburts and McCammons and Bales. Built a big mansion that Catherine Leveque and the Leveque family now own and live in. Here's the Fairsons. They married into the Patterson family. Here's the Pattersons. I think they were related to the Hunt somewhere. I don't remember how. They must have also married into the Rowe family. Here's Hudson Rowe, who also married into the Hurlburt family, I think.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, Derwin.
Derwin.
Sounds like a good name for Urban's son.
And they all of them here lived to be almost 90 years old. That's
wow. Here's some more Havenses. There's a Clark family. Clark, I think I think he served in the Civil War at the same time my grandfather did, or my great-grandfather. Luther and Dorothy Stone's grave, they lived down by Allen Creek by the Worthington Galena Road. Here's some Jaycoxes. One of them was descended from the Hurlburt family. Several of them were. Otterbein College Cemetery. Here's some Jaycoxes. Otterbein College Cemetery. This is the grave of John and Amanda McCammon. John McCammon used to work for John Purdue on his farm, and he saved the John Purdue material, went into writing the book, John Purdue. Here's Amanda. She's descended from the Chase family and a whole lot of early pioneer families. Her name was Amanda Van Bremer. Their one son is buried in the Africa Cemetery, John McCammon. And then here's their daughter, Ada McCammon. And here's her daughter, Ruth Crippen. Here's Mark Prosser. John McCammon and John Prosser used to work on John Purdue's farm. Benjamin Hanby. Here's the memorial, or the historical marker. And a bird is singing for the songwriter. Okay, next door is a Reverend Bonebreak, and you said he should be lucky he's a minister instead of a doctor. Yes. Mark and Sarah Prosser and what did you say?
And William Prosser.
William Prosser and Sarah Purdue, who was John Purdue's sister. Is that right?
Right.
Lived here.
Yep.
And they're your ancestors.
Right.
And this house is still here. And here's the barn. And what else do you have to add?
That's it.
Okay. So Sarah Prosser and William Prosser and Sarah Purdue Prosser actually.
But there actually was an older house
Here's a man
farther
coming
south, but
yeah, you showed it to me.
But that was torn down years ago, and it was an old brick house. Years ago.
Really?
Back around 1890 or so.
1890?
Yeah.
So this place is that old?
Yeah.
We figured the turn of the century, but we didn't know.
Yeah, John Purdue family, the guy that founded Purdue University, his family actually owned this property at one time.
Who was that?
John Purdue, who founded Purdue University.
I
Clear
haven't
back.
heard that name mentioned.
Yeah.
But I just wondered, we don't have people come up the
Yeah.
driveway very often.
We come up, I don't know, 5-6 years ago and talked to somebody. I don't know what it was, you
Probably
or...
talked to my wife.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
People stop by once in a while. I know she talks.
Right out of, it's east of Galena. And then there's an old house. Oh, that's the same house, isn't it? I thought it was two different houses. Up there. And here's, I don't remember which road this is, but it's right past Big Walnut? Is that the
Vans
road?
Valley Road.
Vans, what road?
Vans Valley Road.
Oh, Vans Valley Road. It's just at the corner here of
Sunbury Road.
Sunbury and Vans Valley. Sarah Prosser's
I don't know.
second husband.
It's, John Prosser was her first husband, and
Yeah.
you know, in them papers your mother had, her husband and her son died in, I don't know whether it was an accident or what. It said,
Oh,
isn't it a shame they both died at the same time, and then a horrible thing for her to go through,
oh.
and didn't really explain what happened, you know. And
So, okay, this is Sarah, who used to be Sarah Purdue, and then was Sarah Prosser, and then was Sarah Roth. That's her grave. And this is her great-great-great-grandson, Mark Prosser, from her first marriage. Did she have anybody from her second marriage?
no, she
Oh.
was older then.
Okay. So you don't know where,
Oh, John.
John.
And it was the other son's name was Enoch, and so I don't know where they died or where they're buried.
and you don't know her
See,
husband.
My dad assumed they was buried in the Africa cemetery, but we don't really know that or where they died or anything, because the letter your mom had didn't really explain what happened or where they died. In a gold rush.
Yeah. Huh.
Because one of my other Coonfare uncles went out there, and he almost got killed. He fell off the back of a wagon.
Oh, you put those in.
Yeah.
Um, is
The James Roth, her second husband, when he was also a veteran.
yeah, he has. Are your other ancestors here from anybody?
Yeah, this is this here.
Yes, Sarah.
This. Let's see. Okay, this is my Thomas Perfect. Let's see. Gotta count the great grandfathers here. Great grandfather Thomas Perfect,
Wow.
and he was an 1812 war veteran.
And who else do you have? Your ancestors
Well, there's
here.
in-laws here. Well, his son is buried up the hill here somewhere. John Perfect.
Okay.
He's up on the hill here somewhere, and
Okay, Julia Jen,
you know,
your great-grandfather's sister's buried up here.
and I give them a list of the different veterans that didn't have a marker or a flag holder. And they would just give them to you.
Wow.
They won't do that anymore.